What's good, YouTube? Back at it again with yet another banger. In today's video, we're gonna start taking apart my engine. So let's get right into it. So last time you guys seen this motor was a couple videos back where I started pulling all the wiring and some stuff like the motor mounts, the headers, and some other miscellaneous things like that. Today's video we're going to be going a little deeper. We're going to go ahead and take apart all these hoses, probably go ahead and take apart this plenum, also go ahead and take apart all these accessories. While we're doing all that, I'm going to be marking everything down where it goes, and I'm going to be doing research as well because I want to learn and I want to know where everything goes back into my car. That way it's easier when I go ahead and put the actual motor in, because as much as I want to do this myself to save money, but I also want to do this to learn. And also I have this clean area where I can lay the parts down. I already got some from my last video right here. And for all the bolts I'm going to be using baggies, and I'm also going to be naming all the bags to everything it goes so I don't lose anything. I want to do this very organized because that's how you're supposed to do it. So enough of that, let's get straight into this thing. Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the hoses. So hoses are pretty easy. You just unclip them and then you kind of just pull them out. So, but I want to know which hoses I'm taking out, like what is this hose for. So I found some diagrams. There's a diagram on the vacuum lines, and then that's a diagram of all the coolant hoses. So once I go ahead and pull this out, I'm going to go ahead and tag it with like the part number, because that's all the diagrams give me. This. So let's get started. Of course I got interrupted by the garbage can falling. Stupid wind. Alright guys, so sometimes hoses can be tricky. They're really stubborn sometimes. Here's a couple techniques. So usually I like to try with a flathead first. So say this wasn't here, I would try to kick it up with a flathead, shove it up in there, break it loose, and then pull it out. The trick with hoses for me is you want to really wiggle it, and once you start wiggling it and you see it moving, it should come off pretty easy. But if it really becomes stubborn, you can try to use one of these picks. Like this one was kind of hard to get to. Anyways, like I was saying, so like yeah, if I can't get it with the flathead, what I do is I try to stick this pick in there, but you got to be really careful because as you can see, this is pointy and it can actually tear this. So you want to like try to get it in there and go around it, like around the whole area, because it's kind of easier with this pick. With one of those techniques, you should be able to get it all out. But the trick with the hoses is to wiggle. If you wiggle it, it should come out. So there's another one. Let's keep going. Alright guys, right now I mostly got all the hoses off, so let me show you guys. So if we go around here, I got all the coolant hoses off. They're all right here. I labeled them differently than how I explained. I basically labeled them 1 through like 11, and I started right here, so everything goes in order 1 through 11, so I know what it is. And then the only things I didn't take off is like right here, this power steering pump hose, and then down here this AC hose, and this line right here to cool the trans. And then these two hoses right here, which are kind of under the plenum, so I left them there. We'll get to there when we get there. So boom, engine has basically no hoses. I labeled them all so I know where they go. Next step is probably taking off the belt and then taking off these accessories. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, as you can see, we got all these accessories off. We got the alternator, both the tensioner pulleys off. Went ahead and took off the power steering pump and then this HVAC unit. So if you can see right here, I did take some of the brackets off. You can see I took this bracket off as well. But then I left some of them on, like this one right here. Don't know why. I didn't notice I was taking off the bracket. Either way, you can see it's looking a lot cleaner. We're going to go ahead and start working on the top half. So throttle body, plenum, lower plenum, and then we'll go ahead and get to the valve covers next. So let's get straight into that. Bam! As you guys just saw, we went ahead and took the upper plenum off. If you guys see right here, there's a little bit of blow by, but it's not too bad, you know. These DE motors have a lot of blow by sometimes. That's why you install a catch can. But I seen worse than this. Let me show you guys over here. This is surprisingly cleaner than other ones I've seen. So as you guys see right here, I did a pattern with the bolt on cardboard. This is the front of the engine, that's why I got the air right there. So we make sure we don't lose anything. There's two nuts that go on some studs. I just put them right back after I went ahead and finished and took it off. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the rest of this upper plenum off so we can go ahead and take the lower plenum off. Alright, to go ahead and take the rest of the plenum off, so there's these 6 bolts right in the middle that are super long. Then there's a nut right here, and then one in the back, and then we got to go ahead and disconnect it from this that goes to the fuel lines. So we're going to go ahead and do that, take this off, and take a look at the lower plenum. Let's get it. So as you guys can see, we went ahead and took that off. Got the bolts right here, same thing as this, got it right here. Next step now is go ahead and take these spark plugs out, coil packs out. Check the spark plugs, check inside of there, see if there's any oil, same with that side, and then it'll be the valve covers. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop here because if I do take off the valve covers, there's just no point because I don't have the gaskets. So I'm going to have to wait till the gasket come here. And stuff like this, like the thermostat gasket, the oil pan, I'm just not going to be taking out right now because like I said, it's just take out and put back together. Next video, when the gasket comes, I'm going to be going ahead and taking these valve covers off, this lower plenum, and doing the 2 gaskets at the bottom and the oil pan. And in that video, I'm also going to be cleaning the whole engine because I'm not going to be putting this crusty engine in there. I'm probably going to be polishing the front cover and then cleaning all this grime down here. But there's no point in doing that today because it's already dark out. But yeah guys, so this is going to be it for today's video. I appreciate every single one of you guys that tuned in today. Let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram. It's going to be linked in the description. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.